how do we cope with life when frankly it sucks? I'm Brenda, Florida, life coach and lifestyle advisor, and we're here today to talk about what do we do when life sucks. Because you know what? I don't care if you're a life coach or anyone else on the planet, there are days and times, sometimes weeks, sometimes months, I think we've all been there, when life just sucks. Or what you're doing sucks, right? Like maybe it's just something that has to be done, but it isn't any fun, right? So, what do we do in those situations? Now, I am a very positive person, so it's a little hard for me often to admit to myself, you know what, this is just a bad time and I'm not having fun, and that's okay. And that's okay. Instead of what's wrong with me that I can't think of the positive side of this, or what's wrong with me that I'm stuck in this, negativity and feeling like this sucks, or judging in some way the, I'll call them negative emotions because that's what we associate them with. But what if we didn't? What if to come home from work and cry because it was just truly a really difficult day was just okay? What if we didn't have any judgment for it? Maybe we would just cry and be over it, right? I know, and there's a lot of neuroscience now around this kind of thing, but emotions really are designed to process through our bodies and our psyches very quickly when we allow them. So the problem is when we resist it, which is, I'll be the first to admit, I will resist really just admitting to myself that this sucks, or I'm in a suck time or whatever, because I want to think positive and, move on to the solution and all of that. For those of you who can relate to this sort of thing, I am a Capricorn, and the animal for Capricorn is a mountain goat. So we are all about climbing that mountain, right? Like even a really steep one, no problem, I can do it, one step at a time. So I have just that real fierce drive and determination, which is awesome, and it serves me well a lot, very often in my life that has served me really well. But there are times then where it's like I clog up my own system because I don't allow myself to feel again, I'm going to say, quote unquote, sort of negative feelings. Joy, perfectly fine with. I won't try to stop that. Anger, oh, probably try to block that one and keep that one from coming out. Sadness, often even sadness, I'll block. It's not happy, right? Or just this frustration and feeling of this circumstance just sucks, and I won't let myself just feel it. But here's what I've learned, and I'd love for you to try this the next time it happens to you. Just allow yourself to feel it, right? No judgment, just allow yourself to feel whatever you feel. And what I have experienced, which is exactly what the neuroscientists have discovered, is that when we just allow the emotion to come and go without resistance to it, without needing to hang on to it, almost see it like it's, water flowing down a river in front of you. And, you see the water on this side of you and you just kind of follow it visually and then it's gone. And that is the way so many of these, what I consider difficult feelings, are. If I can just allow myself to give myself the space to feel it, it actually kind of processes through my body and through my psyche very quickly. And then there's a release, and it's like, oh, okay. And then I can see it as, because sometimes a difficult time, just because you allow yourself to feel it, doesn't mean it's going to change, right? Maybe you're ill, or maybe you have a child that's ill, or a spouse that's ill, or you have a work that, something at work that is just a difficult project. And when you go to work tomorrow, it's still going to be a difficult project, okay? But when I find that for me, and I would love for you to try this and tell me what this is like for you in the comments, or email me, brenda@brendaflorida.com, and tell me how this is like for you. If I don't resist it, if I allow it to come, then it processes through and I can face whatever, even when the circumstance has not changed. I can face it from a little different place, from a little place of opening that, this isn't going to last forever. Opening up to what infinite possibilities are there that I haven't thought of, right? Because the more we get anchored in resisting a feeling or stuck in just, this sucks and there's nothing I can do about it, I can't come up with a new solution. Whereas if I can take care of myself for a while, allow myself to feel what I feel, oftentimes, this is the eureka factor. You'll be taking a shower or getting a massage or doing something, at the gym, something that is just a self-care oriented activity. And all of a sudden you have an idea that will help you in that situation. So I challenge you to allow yourself to accept the times that suck, not for the point of being stuck and mired in them, but just saying, I'm going to feel this. I'm going to allow myself to feel whatever I'm feeling about it, anger, frustration, grief, sadness, whatever it is, and let that just naturally process through me. And ask for the support I need when I need it, right? That's the other really important part. And sometimes even I, as a coach, I need someone to kind of hold that space with me. I mean, that's really what we do as coaches. The client comes to us. We don't bring any of our baggage to the table, right? And you get to just tell me what you're feeling and where you're stuck or where you're feeling challenged. And I can hold that space for you in a way that allows you to feel what you feel, even if it's a little scary at times. Having someone else there to hold that space and be with you can be a really, really powerful thing. That's why most of the coaches I know, myself included, we all are getting coaching from each other. If not regularly, when stuff comes up, because just because you're a life coach doesn't mean life doesn't smack you in the ass from time to time, right? So I get the help I need when I need it as well, because there's a lot of power in someone holding that space with you. So I invite you to join me in practicing this process and allowing yourself to feel what you feel in a way that lets you release it, feel it and release it, and then go back to your real life situation and say, okay, now, is there something more creative, or is there something I could do that I haven't thought of, or do I need to just continue to do what I'm doing? Take care of myself, show up in the difficult circumstance where I need to, and feel what I'm feeling until it passes. So thanks for joining me in the journey. I'm Brenda, Florida, and let's live lavishly today.